Thank you, chess.com, for letting me go first when I was setting my screen region. Okay, we're playing chess again. We're playing the closed Sicilian defense because I don't know what I'm doing. Anytime someone responds to me with the Sicilian, all I know is you can fianchetto the bishop. Oh, I'm not supposed to fianchetto this bishop. Where's the bishop, Drake? That's the joke, right? That's that old chestnut. Okay. First things first. Yeah. Okay, now I have control. Look at me. I'm the captain of this diagonal now. I don't want them to be able to push me down easily. We have initiative. We should take advantage of said initiative. I'm going to castle kingside. They're advanced for a queenside castle, and it scares me. By the way, it feels good to be back. Thanks for watching. I know people love the chess. On the weekends, I don't always get a chance to play as much chess as I would like. Due to the fact that I'm on dad duty, like quite a lot of dad duty. Had a great time not playing chess. Had a great time. If you're gonna screw me up here, then you know what? If you're gonna play this, I'm gonna make you play it. I'm gonna force you to. Okay, that's actually much better. Okay, I'm stupid. I'm just gonna take this now. Wait a minute. Maybe this is amazing. I forced them to close down their structure, and then I traded my bad bishop. I feel like a genius. It's still closed. Oh, I let them fork me, though. Why would you let them fork you after all? I was like, this guy's knight is in a horrible position. He's not in a horrible position at all. Wait a minute, he didn't fork me. Yes, he did. I have more pawns. That's why it doesn't look like I'm as screwed as I think I am. Okay, we got to really watch out for this open file. That's where things are problematic for us, okay? So we're going to start by going here. This allows us to attack these two pawns. We can get our way out of this. It's just going to, like, it's pretty bad. But again, every time, every chess video, I have to remind myself, I actually think this makes sense. My goal is not to be the best chess player of all time. That's crazy. My goal is just to have fun, not make too many dumb moves. I'm not even worried about improving. If I'm having fun, that's as good as it gets. Okay, so I cannot put a rook here. That's bad news. Here's what I'm thinking. I want to open this up. We've locked down the bishops. We have to do that. Maybe I want to close it down. Did I say I want to open it up? I think I want to go back on that. I don't want to open it up. I think I want to close it down. I think, oh, I moved too far. I didn't mean to, I meant to move it up one piece. Maybe that move's insane, though. Maybe it's the best move you've ever seen. They've had to fall back. And then I'm like, do you do the push? Sure, let's do the push. You knew it was going to happen. I get control of this pawn potentially as well. We got a nice little diagonal set up here. Now, I don't want them to be able to move their bishop to here, okay? Because if they move bishop to here, they get a lot of purchase. They get a lot of power. I don't want to give them that kind of power. I don't want them to be able to do anything. Honestly, I'm going to move my... No, that's a horrible move. Do not move your king out there. I wanted to protect against this spot. That was not smart, but now it left this piece unprotected here. But now I'm feeling a little bit better about that. I don't think their bishop is that strong there. It's pretty strong here. I mean, this, despite them being up on material, it looks like kind of a complicated position, which bodes well for us because we actually are almost equivalent on time. And if we're almost equivalent on time, that's probably a good thing. Okay, honestly, it's pretty strong. So strong bishop. Like I said, a second ago I said it's not strong. Now I think it's strong. Things change in this world. They change quick. We got to keep the time from spiraling out of control. I would happily let you take this, I think. As long as I get to maintain control over this file. We were putting a thread in here. That's an insanely good move, I think. Fair enough. It's about to pop off. I didn't want you to do that. I wanted to get the pawn for free. Okay. Oh no, I'm bad. I'm insanely bad. As soon as I took it, I was like, I see my problem. Okay. I mean, this is now not so complicated of an endgame, I would say. It's a little bit of an easier endgame for our opponent, that is. They're at 32 seconds. I don't even know if that pawn move made sense. I'm going to guess probably not. Hold on, I got another pass pawn. Joke's on you, I got another pass pawn. 21 seconds. We may draw this. We may escape with a draw. In fact, I think it's... Oh my god, they're a genius. They're so much smarter than me. They've zugzwanged me. They've zugzwanged me. Basically, I'm playing scumbag moves now. I don't know if they can checkmate me. If they got time. You know what? They're proving themselves. I resign. I resign when it's clear you've got me. Good game. Honestly, our opponent played a great game there. Got to give him some credit. We should not have hung a piece, that's for sure. Okay, we're playing c4 in 3-minute chess. That's a new world for me. I don't know how to play c4. I don't even know what a c is for. This is the Queen Knight variation. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this one. I'm not sure I'm familiar with this one, which is probably a more pressing concern. Okay, let's, I don't know. Let's move here. Feel like this gives our bishop some serious coverage. Let's move this slightly out, you know, so our other bishop can get involved. Don't really know where to put it. Let's start right there. At some point, we're going to want to move this over here because their bishop here is going to attack down here. This pawn is very weak right now. That might give us a chance to do something interesting. Okay, traded knight for knight. They push. That's a given. Fall back just a little bit. I mean, they've got huge control of the center. I think you castle your way out of this one. Ruka, don't get behind the cords. I swear. This cord thing, it never ends, man. He loves to get behind the cords. Yeah, just smell my old gym towel or something like that. Okay, I'm just going to move this up a little bit. I can't believe we have a time disadvantage, but ain't that the way it always seems to go? You think that you're moving so fast, but you're actually moving embarrassingly slow. Okay, I see what's happening here. I'm choosing to lock it down. I don't want you to make that push and get this pawn. I'm choosing to do this. At some point, we're going to need to maneuver this bishop. It also gives us some time back. Fair enough. It's a complicated game. This is the kind of game you get when you play c4 as an opening in 3-minute chess. I mean, it takes longer to read the actual variation that we're in than it takes to play it. Does that make any sense? Maybe it doesn't make any sense. We got to do this next. We got to get in with like a pincer attack. We got to get behind enemy lines. Owen Wilson, Gene Hackman. Everybody's bishops are bad. If the goal of the game was that everybody in the squad would have bad bishops, then we would be there. I would say mission accomplished at that point. I'm going to choose to double the threat value here. Okay, you're going to choose to neglect that. I'm going to choose, because I have a time advantage, I'm going to choose to keep the game complicated. I think that benefits me. I think it behooves me to do this. Nobody has a game plan right now. And by nobody, I mean I don't have a game plan, and I'm hoping my opponent doesn't either. Hey, check this out. Push. If they take, we take their rook. So maybe this is an ideal time to get this going on. Or maybe this just blew up my whole defense, and I'm a fool now. The world may never know. It's a tough move. That's a thinker. I would still take. Because right after their take, I take. Maybe this is not as sick as I thought it was. I think this is better for us. Like they have an isolated pawn. It's a whole lot of work just to create an isolated pawn, but... And 40 seconds on the clock. The most important advantage of all. We have to watch this, though. Although, no, their bishop is kind of... Yeah, it's not as good. They have a passed pawn as well, though. You know what? That is pretty true when you think about it. I think we have to take. Now, what's to stop them from just pushing it over? I'll tell you what's to stop you. They push. We go here. Protects this pawn. If they take, I still can't take their bishop, or we lose a rook. So we got to think it through. They could have still taken there. I think we got a little lucky, got a little merciful. They could still take, and yet again, I couldn't stop it. Because again, if I take here, they push, and how do I stop them without losing a rook? It's not stoppable. So I'm going to create a way for me to get out of dodge in case they are going to back rank mate me. I still can't get out of this. They could still take this. I'm pushing. I'm forcing a response. My bishop? Well, that's one way to respond. He is forcing a response. They know. They figured it out. You can't really be mad. Now, this is the thinking man's maneuver. Throw out an obscenely bad move when they're on no time. They got no time to process why you would make such a stupid move. This causes them to lose. The man's a genius. Okay, you are playing so fast. Sometimes that's good for us. Sometimes that's bad for us. This is the Scandinavian defense, the Mises Kotrick variant. I'm sure I didn't have to tell you that, by the way, but just in case you didn't know what kind of defense we were playing here, that's what we're going for, okay? Something like that. Okay, they're going to play this. They're not going to play this. Admittedly, that's where I was trying to go, so I'm mostly just mad they blew me out. I want to blow up your defense. I gave up a pawn for no reason. And I'm down on time. You ever just get the vibe when you're playing somebody that you're like, this person's just, wait, they're not better than me. I just want a free piece. I still win a free piece. If you take the queen, I'm in heaven. You didn't take the queen. Okay, is there like a way I can get a check out of it? I'm like, I can get another pawn out of it. No, we should just take it. Let's just take to the victor, go the spoils. Then, let's start trading. We're up a piece. When you're up a piece, you trade. It's a tale as old as time. I thought we were getting dominated, quite frankly. Wait, we're not up a piece? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And in fact, we're about to be up even more because they just trapped their own bishop. Maybe it was already trapped. Maybe I'm insane. Maybe I'm the best to ever play chess. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, this time I'm not going to respond in the way that I responded last time. Because there's no reason for us to trade here. Yeah, it's much better. Much, much better. Okay, I'm getting them behind. I'm going to try to get in your base and kill your dudes. I'm going to put you here. Not even concerned about this in the slightest. If you would like to trade rooks, I would be thrilled. As far as I'm concerned, I'm still thrilled. If you would like to trade queens, I would be over the moon. But I don't think you do. So this move is a little sneaky play. I'm in check. Holy cow. Insane. They're going to win. Take. Oh, but then, no, I still probably win. That is an insane play on their behalf. I think I just happened to find the move that sort of beats it. Now, this is a thinker. I think I got to stop your king. It's a complicated situation. I have to earn some free pawns. I don't think we exchange. I think we try to keep them separated. It's very tricky, though. You got to use the bishop to, like, get under their skin. Maybe it's not as tricky as I'm trying to sell it as being. I think we just lock this side up, take all these pawns, push to the queen. Like, I don't even think we go for that. Yeah. I think we just use our pawn to stop this pawn from getting there. We can push this one. We probably just won. Just lock this down, man. Don't give him a chance to get in there. This is the way. This is not the way. I have to take this. Okay, I'm, like, genuinely bad. Chess. It's a draw. I let that slip away into a draw. I can't face myself. I can't look at this graph and see where we blew it. I can't bear to see the line dip, but I had fun regardless. But we really should have been able to. I mean, we should have used our available time. Is what we should have done. It's okay though. We're just, you know, getting warmed back up again. Ooh, that's not the move. Just playing. You know why I've been playing too much dang Rumbleverse, man. Just I'm playing on instinct. Okay, they want to keep my knight from getting there. I distinctly do not care about this. I think this is not that bad for me. The position is not good. Let's be frank, but everything else I think is okay. This is the weak spot right now. This file is all jacked up. They're going to castle queenside. Doesn't bother me. We're castling earlier. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're just putting this here as like a... Nope. Okay, they are. So immediately upon finding that they're castling queenside, we start pushing. Because they're going to start pushing. This is not a push, but it's a workable move. It's a move I like. Watch this, okay? Watch this drive. Put you right there. This is not good for me. I'm realizing that now. Probably should have just taken this. How am I going to protect this? Is a great question. Although, honestly, I mean, yeah, okay, and then one of these. All right. I don't know. I don't know how this is going. It's not looking great right now. Getting a little complicated with it. Getting a little strange. I would take here. Let's see how they respond to this. I think that was a misstep on their part, but I might be wrong. Take this. I'll put you in check real quick. You want to swap? Technically, I'm up a pawn. My position is a little wonky. And then I go here to protect against this pawn being taken. And then I go here, and your knight's in a useless spot. Oh, okay. I don't even need to go there. Okay, then we want to get control of the open file. I'll fully admit, by the way, my bishop is borderline useless. But like them pushing me down here actually just gives me the ability to maybe set something up here. I get some cool plays. Like that play was not good. By moving this knight, now we just have their rook pinned to their king. I was trying to force a way to get the knight out of the position. But then they just went ahead and tweeted it. I would prefer if you didn't take my pawn. We're in a great spot, but it's not like lights out yet. If you want to trade down, even at the expense of my pawn structure, then by all means. They don't. I want to keep covering this spot. I think we got to get our king involved. Everybody's knight is useless because we're like... I hate this. I hate this. Do I hate this? Do I hate this? I think I hate this because it's creating an open... No, no, no. I have to let them take. Yeah, let them take. And then we take anyway. And then we move our rook over to take control of this if we need to. Okay, they pushed instead. Now, I actually think that that's, like, great for us. We got to find a way to break them down. I don't know if such a thing exists. We remove our doubled pawn. Beautiful. What are we at? 105? And we have an advantage. Put him in check. How do you want to do this? I would, if it got us 1 to 2 pawns, I would trade my rook for their knight. Because I think the position is that good. But I've been wrong about the endgame before. But maybe we don't have to. Maybe you just push this instead. Then they have to fall back. And then you do... Honestly, then you do this, bring them right back. And then swap them down. I don't know. I don't know if this is the right play. But I feel like it should be good enough. Now, the interesting thing is, like, I think we can do this as we see fit. Either side can push it down here. Maybe I've just blundered severely. Well, they have to make a move they're not going to want to make next. I go here. They're forced to move their king or lose a pawn. So they move their king. I put them in check. I move over. They're in the same position. They're forced to make a move that makes their position worse. Then I get in behind their pawns. Then I do this just because it forces them to, again, they got to do something they don't want to do. Now I can take, and now I'm right back here. And I can take, and then I'm right back here. Honestly, go ahead. I'm not going to take this pawn. We don't need to. And now we just push him back. You don't want to do this. Okay. I don't know if we played the endgame well, but it kind of felt like we played the endgame well. I felt good about myself. I felt like we didn't play too bad today. Probably some blunders, but some games that were pretty okay. A close game that you squeeze out feels a lot better than your opponent hanging a piece. Let's put it that way. It feels like we executed a plan that we stuck to. There's one thing I want to check in the game review here. Was it worth the rook sacrifice to get the show on the road in the endgame? I'm sure we have a lot of inaccuracies in the endgame, but all I want to see is the rook. Look at that beautiful graph right there. All I want to see is that rook move. Rook takes e5. Best move. Best move on the board. It's the best move on the board. Let's go. I mean, there was no other way we could get that out of there. Also, are you seeing? We went a long time without any inaccuracies. Kind of crazy. Anyway, for now, thanks for watching. That was a good one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. That was a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya.